Before I get into this commentary, let me give a shout out to Dr. Stacy Patton. She is an individual who I've been following for quite some time now. I've been following her for years, mainly on Facebook, and then more recently when she ended up getting on Twitter. And she's very, very reliable when it comes to stuff like this. She's very, very in tune with when it comes to child or children issues, especially within the Black community. But the other day, she posted up this stat, or these stats, when it comes to the child abuse in the Black community, because that's a stat that really doesn't get put out there like that. And she did her homework, and she literally said in so many words on her post that she did some digging. It took her a while to get this information, and this is not even a lot. Well, it is a lot, but it's only over the span of the last few years, but it's enough. And it's mind-blowing, to say the least. And the source, as you can see right here, says National Data Archive on Child Abuse and Neglect, NCANDS, Child File. Child abuse fatalities and perpetrators by gender among African Americans. And they have it broken down by year. Total Black child fatalities, Black male victims, Black female victims, Black male perpetrators, and Black female perpetrators. So we're going to go through this entire thing. And it goes from 2015 to 2020. So we're going to go through this entire thing starting from 2015 and work our way down. And like I'm telling you, this is going to be triggering for a lot, but it's actually going to put into perspective about something that needs to be talked about amongst us. So starting with 2015, the total Black child fatalities was 469. Black male victims was 255. Black female victims was 214. Black male perpetrators was 218. And Black female perpetrators was 277. And you want to know what's so scary about this? As the years go higher, so do the numbers. It's like they never decreased. 2016, total child fatalities was 484. Black male victims 271, Black female victims 213, Black male perpetrator 251, Black female perpetrator 309. I think y'all are by now seeing the pattern, seeing something that's happening here. 2017, total Black child fatalities was 499, Black male victims 283, Black female victims 216, Black male perpetrators 257, Black female perpetrators 350. Now you want to know what's so interesting? Is the Black male perpetrator is still in the 200s 3 years in. The Black female perpetrator, however, hit the 300s in the second year of this data collected. But I'm going to touch on that towards the end. 2018. Total Black child fatalities, 567. Black male victims, 337. Black female victims, 230. Black male perpetrators, 350. Black female perpetrators, 400. 2019. Total Black child fatalities, 519. Black male victim, 305. Black female victim, 214. Black male perpetrator, 307. Black female perpetrator 370. Now the Black female dropped in 2019. They went from 400 back to 370. 2020, total Black child fatality 608. Now keep in mind what happened in 2020. Black male victim 361, Black female victim 247, Black male perpetrator 309, and Black female perpetrator 400. The total Black child fatalities was 3,146. The total Black male victims was 1,812. The total Black female victim was 1,334. The total Black male perpetrator was 1,692, and the total Black female perpetrator was 2,106. Now I'm gonna go and break this down even a little bit more further, based on these numbers. So as you can see, going across on the first year, it was in the 200s all the way across. But when you get to 2016, the Black female perpetrator hit the 300s first before the Black male perpetrator did. The 200s are still relevant, are still there for the Black male and female victim. 2017 hits, they're still in the 200s for the black male victim, black female victim, and the black male perpetrator, but the black female, instead of going backwards, it went up. So it's now still in, and now it's in the higher 300s. 2018, now it has cracked 300 for the black male victim, and it's 230 for the black female victim. It has cracked 350 for the black male perpetrator, and that has cracked 400 for the black female perpetrator. In 2019, 305, 214, 307, and this one went back. Then in 2020, 361, 247, 309, 400. If you notice, the black female victim never left the 200s. Every other group, the black male victim, the black male perpetrator, and the black female perpetrator, all left the 200s. But the black female stayed in the 200s. The black male perpetrator hit 300s in 2018. The black male victim hit 300s in the same year. But this right here hit 300s in the second year of this data collected. And the reason why I'm saying all of this is because you will have a lot of people in our community think that the people who are committing the most crime against children are the black male perpetrator. But this stat, which has been backed and like literally completely, like really thoroughly fleshed out, it shows here that the biggest perpetrator for black male and female victims is that black female. Y'all can refute it all you want. Now, let me just put this out here. This is not a bash black woman video. Let me put that out there right now, because I know somebody gonna come on here and try to say that this is what this is. It is not, because if this was if these numbers over here reflected here and this was reversed, this is what we would be talking about a lot. But we got to talk about it regardless. But they'll also have you to believe that the black female victim or the black girls are the ones that are being targeted the most, but these numbers are showing otherwise. Not saying that they aren't, because it's still bad that these numbers even exist, but these numbers are high. But see, lamestream media, or society, I should say, rather, because lamestream media, they don't care regardless, but society will tell you that the black male, the black male, like the little boys or anything like that, are the biggest threat. But the thing is, this is talking about the crime from within. This is not outside the community. This is from within. This is all U.S. states with DC and Puerto Rico. Now, I don't know how much they're going to grab from Puerto Rico, so we're just going to focus more so on the states in DC. So the ones that has the lowest numbers on this entire chart are the black female victims. The one that has the highest number on this chart is the black female perpetrator. But they will have you believe that this category and this category are the biggest threats to this category and to this category if you took out the perpetrator part. See, that's why people, you have to do your research. I wish that none of these numbers were here, but I'm glad that they're here, because like I said, you got to talk about the enemy from within. This chart should trigger you. And the crazy part about it is the numbers got higher each year. They never went down. They kept going up. So it makes you wonder what 2021 looks like. They can't do 2022 because, you know, we're only 3 months in. At the time of me recording this video, it's March 31st. So we're almost 4 months in to 2022. And the way that it is looking, 2021 is most likely higher than this. But like I said, they will have you to believe that this person right here can't even compare to this person right here when it comes to numbers of these two categories here. They'll have you believe that this category right here is more victimized than this category right here, but the numbers do not lie. I'm glad that they didn't go past the 200 mark. As a matter of fact, their highest number was 247, so they didn't even touch 250. But this is insane. This is insane. This is insane. And so is this. All of this is. Because look at all of these numbers. Those are some very high numbers. But the fact of the matter is if you allow certain people to talk who don't have the stats to back up whatever it is that they're talking about, they will make all of this look like one big lie. They will mix, match everything around and have you believe that this person is worse than this person, when in all actuality, both of them are bad. Let's just be clear here. But however, these numbers shows that this one is worse than this one. I mean, they cracked 400 2 times and cracked 300 after a 1 year since 2015. They're the only ones on this group, whether it's the black male victim, black female victim, or the black male perpetrator, that cracked 400. Everyone else was in the 300s or lower. Like I said, it has to be talked about. Whether you agree to it or not, or whether it makes you feel some type of way or not, it has to be discussed. This is probably going to be one of my most interesting videos I've done on my channel. I purposely, made sure to save this because I didn't want to lose this. I said, I definitely got to talk about this. I definitely got to talk about it. But I got to give a shout out to Dr. Stacey Patton for, doing the research to find all of this, because I know it wasn't easy to go back to 2015 and find all of this. And the thing is, like I said, that you see it's a small chart, but imagine having to find all of this data to insert here. That probably took a long time to do all of this research. But yeah, this chart absolutely disgusts me. I'm just being honest. It really does. And it should disgust you as well. Like, this should actually trigger you. Really. If this doesn't make you feel some type of way, especially as a black person, especially if you are FBA, then you probably have no heart or soul. People love to say that the most unprotected person in America is the black woman and all of that other stuff that that Malcolm X said back in the 60s. But this chart right here says the most unprotected person in America, at least in black America, are these children. Now, one thing I wish that was here was ages, because I'm guessing this is talking about maybe newborn to 17, since that's the minor age. So I'm guessing the age ranges from the newborn baby to the 17-year-old teenager that's about to turn 18. That's my assumption as far as the age range goes when it comes to this stat, or to this study, I should say.